Hey everybody, Mike Rudd, aka Marketing Fun with Mike, right here again on Wednesday in your email newsletter to talk to you a little bit about the digital marketing think tank and my failures and successes in the ideas and the concepts and the creations that I'm putting out there in the world. So last Friday I had the 4th annual Refund Skills Kids Basketball Camp. It was our biggest year to date, our biggest attendance to date, and definitely I think it was our best camp yet. We've really worked very hard on refining the outline. My friends Andreas and James and Matt have worked super hard in the layout for the entire day, and I have worked on a lot of other internal processes, getting even more experienced volunteers and instructors and getting sponsors each and every year. So it really was, I know I say this every year, the best one yet. We cannot wait till the 5th one, 2018. We are going to blow it up in a way in which we never thought possible until we started doing it. So today what I want to do in this video is give you my 3 takeaways that I learned from this year's camp that I hope you can then go out in the world and utilize to your benefit when you're creating something from the ground up. Number 1, if you're doing an event, get twice as many volunteers as you think you're going to need. People love you. I promise. They love you. But volunteers are unfortunately going to have stuff come up, whether it's with their families or their professional careers, or sometimes people just forget. That's the bottom line. Every year I have a few volunteers that feel terrible when they reach out to me and wind up having to cancel a few days out. I also have a couple that forget. I don't hate them. I don't blame them. It just happens sometimes. Whatever it is that you're creating, make sure if you need 20 volunteers there, well, first of all, you're going to have to ask about 70, but make sure that you have about 28 volunteers on tap for that day. You can always plug and play a volunteer into a bigger role or have them be partners if you have too many show up. Number 2, sponsors. If you're going to be talking to businesses to sponsor beyond in-kind donations for paid sponsorships, which we were very grateful and fortunate that this was the first year we got paid sponsors to our camp, you get to ask them early, as in last year. So right now what I'm going to be doing over the next 60 days, even though our basketball camp is for the 5th year is not going to be until July or August of 2018, is I'm going to be working on sponsorships and talking to businesses that I think would be good fits in September, October, November, and December of this year. Why? Because that's when people, especially larger, mid-size to very large size businesses, are planning their budgets and their annual spends with both sponsorships in the community and media and marketing and advertising dollars. So if you're going to ask for paid sponsors, make sure you're doing it the year prior to ensure that you're fitting into those people's annual budgets. Finally, number 3, don't sweat the small stuff. There's always going to be something that gets screwed up, something you forget. There's going to be a couple unhappy souls. Don't dwell on it, because for everything you might forget, you wind up having 5 things that happen spontaneously that make it an incredible day. For every one person that is upset or complains about something that might have happened that day, you have 25 that love it. So whatever it is, don't sweat the small stuff. Plan and be detailed and focus on your process, but don't overanalyze, and especially if something goes awry, don't sweat it. That's all I got for this week. Let me know if you have any questions on this. I'm always here to talk to you. Excited for what you're going to create out there in the world. And I'll be back 2 weeks from today with another video in the Empowerment series. Until then, spread good vibes, demand the best from yourself, Carpe Diem.